Are you ready for a wild and hilarious ride? Get ready to swing from laughter branches and go bananas with the Plucky Monkey Podcast. Broadcasting from deep within the Amazon, where lush green canopies dance under the sun's golden embrace, and hosted by the mischievous primate protagonist Milo, each week brings a new adventure. A podcast like no other, the Plucky Monkey Podcast is a silly escape from reality meant to make you laugh, or at least bring a smile to your face. So grab a bunch of bananas, and let's have a swinging good time.
Hello, my curious bunch of listeners, and welcome back to another episode of the Plucky Monkey Podcast, the podcast that swings through fascinating topics. I'm Milo, your favorite mischievous monkey. So let's get ready to hang from the treetops of knowledge and have a barrel of fun. On today's episode, we're diving into the exciting world of inventions. So sit back and enjoy the episode. From the wheel to the smartphone, humans sure know how to create some amazing things. Our first invention spotlight goes to the humble bicycle. Can you imagine a world without bikes? They're like a set of wheels that can take you anywhere, and speaking of that, do you know why a bicycle can't stand up on its own? Because it's too tired. Joining me today is our special guest, renowned inventor and cycling enthusiast, Dr. Amy Wheeler.
Thank you, Milo, for inviting me on the show. You know, that was a really bad joke.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. Tell us, what inspired you to create your own innovative bicycle?
Well, as an inventor, I'm always seeking ways to make life better and more efficient. I wanted to design a bicycle that could generate electricity while being ridden, so I came up with the idea of attaching a small dynamo to the wheels. As you pedal, it generates power that can be stored in a battery and used to charge various devices like phones and lights.
That's bananas! Turning pedal power into electricity? Talk about a sustainable way to stay connected. So you can ride your invention around town and charge your phone at the same time?
Absolutely. With my invention, you can pedal your way to a fully charged phone while enjoying the ride. It's not only eco-friendly, but also a great way to stay active and reduce our dependence on traditional energy sources.
Thank you very much, Dr. Wheeler. Now, let's shift gears, with a pun for your ears, and explore another incredible invention. Have you ever wondered about the history of the printing press? Well, our next guest, Professor Bentley Inkwell, is a real expert on the subject.
Thank you, Milo. The printing press, invented by Johannes Gutenberg in the 15th century, marked a turning point in human history. It allowed for the mass production of books, making knowledge accessible to a wider audience. Before the printing press, books were handwritten, which was time-consuming and expensive.
That's very interesting. So can we say that the printing press was like the monkey swinging into the spotlight and bringing literacy to all corners of the world?
Well, I suppose you could say that. The printing press opened up a whole new world of learning, expanding people's horizons and fueling intellectual growth. It truly was a revolutionary invention.
Thank you, Professor Inkwell. That was an enlightening ride through history. Now, before I wrap things up, I have a special surprise for our listeners. It's time for a trivia question. Drum roll, please. What invention, created in the late 1800s, changed the way people communicated forever? Is it A, the telephone, B, the typewriter, or C, the television? You've got 5 seconds to answer, starting now. Time's up. If you guessed A, the telephone, you're absolutely right. Alexander Graham Bell's invention transformed the world. Well, that's all the time we have, so I'd like to thank our guests, Dr. Wheeler and Professor Inkwell, for being on the show and sharing their enlightening knowledge with us. Thank you, listeners, for joining us as well. Tune in next week, when I'll be talking with world-renowned primatologist Niles Cannon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.
Bye.